So Bob, it's really a pleasure that I can call you my friend. And I'm happy that God have given you into my path or life path. But could you explain and share that how you did get connected with Estonia and why?
It was quite by accident. We had a national conference in the church, and there were some display tables set up. And my wife, Karen, at that time, had her display table for Lutherans for Life right next to Bill Moberly's table with the East European Mission Network. And it was actually Karen who introduced me to Bill. That started a relationship. I ended up on the East European Mission Board, and in 2006 an arrangement was made for us to go on a sabbatical. And when Bill Moberly asked the question, where would you like to go? My response was, where would you like to send me? And consequently, we ended up in Estonia. And the request was that we would go to work building and strengthening the relationship with Estonia. And when we came over on the sabbatical in 2006, we met you folks and Enoch. And the rest is history.
But how you found out that this is something that you will be connected for rest of your life?
Yeah. Well, the story behind Tartu Academy and the experiences of your family, and in particular Enoch's presentation of that, became deeply inspiring for us. And there's something about global and international mission stuff that's always kind of been in my blood, in my heart, so to speak. And looked at this particular time during that sabbatical, the Lord working to bring some significant change. After 25 years of parish ministry in Charity Lutheran Church, both Karen and I realized there was a big change coming. And after we came back from that sabbatical, we let the congregation know that we would be making some change.
But I know there was one very specific moment in Estonia when you made your decision.
We were in church at St. Paul's, and it was Sunday.
That's the church where my grandfather
That's
served
right.
during World War II and before that.
We were getting ready for Holy Communion, and there was a youth choir up in the balcony singing that liturgical piece, Puiha, Puiha. And Karen and I were standing waiting to go to take the communion, and we were looking up at this choir and listening. And both of us, at the same time, became quite emotional. And we We had tears. We looked at each other, and Karen nodded her head. I think in the moment we were sensing really the call of God, and we were acknowledging with each other that we would be making that change in our lives, and dedicating our time and our resources to Tartu Academy in Estonia.
So, and since 2006, you have been, I may say, our ambassadors. Karen passed away 2013, yeah? and you continued this work. So why do you think that's important to be our ambassador?
The vision that's behind Home of Hope, the vision that has been behind Tartu Academy of Theology, you and your father have presented so strongly. And I can see the many different ways in which Tartu Academy has become a tool that the Lord uses for helping not just the church, but the country to find some of its directions back to God. I think that this break for 2.5 generations where you were denied that opportunity to teach about Christ and to talk about the Bible. That was such a significant thing. And there are some ways now, and it almost seems like each day there is something new happening that draws the hearts of a number of Estonian people back to God. And to me, it's very significant. There's a lot of different ways to go about what we talk about when we do mission work and outreach. But there is something very captivating about the atmosphere. Now that atmosphere in Home of Hope, where people are invited into this faith family in very personal ways. And Patty and I absolutely love the way people are welcomed. And it's very intimate. And you get to know brothers and sisters in Christ very closely. And it's not just a matter of bringing money and giving it. It's about the heart. It's about the heart.
Yeah, I personally, I really have felt this connection from heart to heart, and that's really special to know when we are there in Estonia, when sometimes kind of you will get discouragement, but this is great encouragement to have friends like you and many people here who are actually praying for us, supporting us, and trying to do their best to help us. But maybe you have something kind of special to share, just like about Estonia. Kind of what's most kind of, I don't know, interesting or compelling to you in Estonia?
Well, we really like the pork schnitzel. But I think that there is always that welcome and that invitation to come into your lives. We don't ever come as tourists. And the thing that is special really for us, I think, is that when we come into Estonia, we come to walk side by side with really good friends. And over the years, those friendships have grown, and we have come to know so many pastors, but also their wives. Even working with translators. Sometimes translators don't know Jesus, but doors get opened because they're very friendly and very happy to be helping. And it's kind of a way this family expands and grows. And we just feel close. And Estonians have a way of making you feel so much a part of family.
And this is special that when we Christians, we are in Christ, so it means that our friendship is eternal. Even though we are once finishing our path on this life, but this is eternal. And our goal is to be working for generations to come. That we are making or building this ground for continuing generations. And I'm really thankful that you have been helping us to make a good foundation for that.
Well, it's been a tremendous privilege. We've felt very welcomed when we teach or when I have opportunities to preach. People are very receptive. I always remember your father when he gives a hug. We always kind of have the impression that he's like a big bear.
Good bear.
But when he puts his arm around you and then on your back, he makes the sign of the cross in that embrace. And to me, that has always been, I think, symbolic for me of the relationship that we have experienced together. And many times we've been in your homes, and it is like a son coming to a father. That your father, in some respects, has been, like for me, a father figure and a mentor, even though there's just 10 years difference.
I'm truly thankful to you, Bob, because you have become for me like a second father, and this is really special relationship for me and really important, and I'm so thankful to God that He brought us together, and God bless you in your life.